Mr. Tupe, in his inimitable style, will speak to you about FIR and his stories. But we recall a small incident before I run you through this virtual police station of a lady who went to the police station to lodge an FIR. She went with a friend. The FIR was for a missing husband. And then she started describing to the officer in the complaint how 6 feet 1 inch, very beautiful hair, very good manners, very well dressed. And then a friend told her, Angelina, you're describing it wrong. Your husband is bald, is a very funny character, and you're giving a wrong information to the police officer. So she's telling her by the side, who wants him back? So some of these things will emerge from Mr. Tupe's thing about what requires to be done in the FIR. I'm not going to trample on it, but a very innovative tool that was launched in 2015 in November by the Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative on the concept of virtual police station, one of its very kind in the world actually, which takes you through the process of a visit through the mouse, the entire visit to the police station. Now this particular tool was devised in collaboration with the Rajasthan Police and the Rajasthan Training Academy. Some of the things might not be very relevant to the aspect of Mumbai Police in terms of his office and other things, but most of the other things are absolutely relevant in terms of the processes. So I'm just going to quickly run through it because we would like to spend as much time as possible with Mr. Tupe. You will have a lot of questions also to ask. So I'm going to do a quick rundown. First of all, make a note of this, that this particular tool, you can access it on the website. It's called www.virtualpolice.in. Okay? Anybody can go through it. If you really want to go through it, it will take you at least 8 to 10 hours because it gives you a rundown, it gives you case, Supreme Court judgments on various facets, including arrest, FIR and other things. So it's a very innovative tool for you to experience and empower yourself. This tool is also being used by some of the police training academies in different parts of the country to train their cadets and the officers. And on our side, we are trying to empower citizens so that we are on the right track in terms of knowing what our rights are. I'm going to do a quick run of the things so that you get a glimpse of it.
उसे लगता है सुनवाई तो सिर्फ पैसे और बलबूते की होती है। चले साहब देखें ये लोगों का स्वागत किस तरह करते हैं।
चलो चलो तुम्हारा तो रोज का यही किस्सा है। कभी पति ने मार दिया, कभी छेड़छाड़ हो गई, कभी बलात्कार हो गया, हाय बलात्कार बोला और आ गए थाने। फैशन सा बना लिया, हर छोटी मोटी बात में थाने पहुंच जाओ। कभी ससुराल वाले परेशान कर रहे, कभी वो परेशान कर रहा है, कभी ये परेशान कर रहा है, कभी उसने मार दिया, हर छोटी मोटी बात हो गई और पहुंच जाओ थाने। अरे हम थाने में काम करें यार, रोज तुम्हारी ड्यूटी खाने में अपना टाइम बर्बाद करें।
बेशक ऐसा कई जगह होता है, लेकिन आजकल के पुलिस व्यवस्था में इसे बदला जा रहा है। प्रशिक्षण और कानून में इसका प्रबंध किया जा रहा है।
ठीक है, घबराओ मत, बैठो। अभी सामने लेंगे। सत्यराम, इन्हें पानी पिलाओ।
I'll jump to the FIR registration. These are just clippings we want to give you a taste of so that when you go home, you'll have the whole 10-12 sessions to go through.
FIR, बहुत सुना होगा ये शब्द। FIR नहीं लिखी, FIR की कॉपी नहीं दी, FIR में गलत लिख दिया, FIR में धारा सही नहीं है। बहरहाल ये FIR है क्या? जब कोई संज्ञेय अपराध की सूचना थाने में दी जाती है तो वो सूचना लिखित में दर्ज होती है। बस यही है FIR। FIR अंग्रेजी के 3 शब्दों का छोटा रूप है। फर्स्ट यानी पहली, इंफॉर्मेशन यानी सूचना और रिपोर्ट यानी रिपोर्ट या रपट। FIR के बारे में कुछ जरूरी बातें। पहला, यूं तो कोई समय फिक्स नहीं है, लेकिन FIR अपराध होने के बाद जल्द से जल्द दर्ज होनी चाहिए। देर होने से सबूत बिगड़ सकते हैं, अपराधी फरार हो सकता है और घटनाक्रम बताने में गलती हो सकती है। दूसरा, FIR अपराध का जानकार कोई भी व्यक्ति कर सकता है। यही नहीं, संज्ञेय अपराध की जानकारी पुलिस को ना देना अपने में एक अपराध है। तीसरा, एफआईआर लिखने के तुरंत बाद एक कॉपी सूचना देने वाले को, एक कॉपी वरिष्ठ अधिकारी को और एक कॉपी मजिस्ट्रेट को भेजनी जरूरी है। ये इसलिए कि उससे कोई फेरबदल करने की संभावना न रहे। चौथा, एफआईआर में लिखी धाराएं घटना की सूचना के अनुसार टलती हैं, लेकिन अन्वेषण यानी इन्वेस्टिगेशन के बाद और या दूसरी धाराएं जुड़ भी सकती हैं। आप समझते थे कि आपकी शिकायत यूं ही कहीं फेंक दी जाती है। नहीं, इसकी पूरी कार्रवाई दंड प्रक्रिया संहिता की धारा 154 द्वारा और राज्य के स्थानीय नियमों द्वारा तय है। एफआईआर दर्ज होने के बाद ही पुलिस को अन्वेषण यानी इन्वेस्टिगेशन करने की पावर है।
Now, if you look at it here, there is a column called Choose Your Language. Now, we have done it in English, Hindi, Marathi, and a couple of regional languages. So, just have to click that, you will get it. If you enter, you have the reception thing. So, I don't want to show you this. But if you look at the right hand side, there's a map which talks about various rooms. Now, some of these rooms might not be there in the Mumbai police, but some of the things are there in the Mumbai police thing. But if you go on my left hand side, you see a key called processes. When you click processes, you have what I spoke to you about, FIR, you have investigations, arrest, record keeping, law and order, community interface. So every icon that you click, you will get a feel of what's really happening. Again, we go to personnel. Now we are in Rajasthan, it is called station house officer. Here you have a senior inspector of police for the police station. You have a station writer, investigation. So you get a glimpse of that in terms of a processes. Now, I don't want to go more than this because you will have an ample amount of time between now and the next 10 sessions we do. I would like you all to go home and access it so that, then somewhere along the way we can exchange how to use this virtual police station, get yourself familiarized with your rights, get yourself familiarized with the case studies, whether it is detention, whether it is arrest, whether it is FIR, to give it in brief. We will have the question hour session at the end after Mr. Tupe has made his presentation. Thank you.
Actually, we'll see a short film first. The film is prepared by police themselves, which Mr. Tupe wants everybody to see.
कुठे जागा बा इथे? इथेच बसायचंय?
आम्हाला तक्रार द्यायची सर. कसली तक्रार? आमची चोरी झाली हो. आतमध्ये ठाणे अंमलदार तिकडे नमस्कार साहेब. 2 गुंडांनी आम्हाला लुटलं हो साहेब.
कुठे?
नॅशनल पार्कमध्ये साहेब.
नॅशनल पार्कमध्ये?
हो साहेब.
पण कोणत्या भागात?
सर गांधी टेकडीला.
गांधी टेकडी?
हो साहेब.
मिस्टर देवेश, तुम्ही सुशिक्षित मंडळी, अहो निर्जन ठिकाणी बसू नये एवढं सुद्धा समजत नाही तुम्हाला?
सॉरी सर, आमची चूक आम्हाला मान्य आहे.
अहो तुमच्या अशा वागण्यामुळं गुन्हेगारांचा फावतं. नॅशनल पार्कमध्ये जागोजागी सूचना फलक लावण्यात आलेले आहेत.
पण सर, आपण आमची तक्रार.
अहो तुमची तक्रार लिहून घेणार, पण प्रोसिजर प्रमाणे.
हो सर, चालेल.
कमांडर, एफआर बुक घेऊन या. किती लोक होती तिथं? किती लोकांनी हे केलं तुम्हाला?
सर 2 लोक होते, 2.
2 लोक होती. तुमची तक्रार लिहून घेतलेली आहे. इकडे तुम्ही सही करा. तारीख टाका.
हा या. अच्छा बसा.
हो सर.
बरं मला एक सांगा तिथे की तुम्ही ते वर्णन देऊ शकाल का तिथे बरोबर दोघांचं? बघा आणि व्यवस्थित द्या, कारण हे वर्णन आमच्या दृष्टीनं, तपासाच्या दृष्टीनं, कोर्टाच्या दृष्टीनं अत्यंत महत्त्वाचं असतं. तर मला हा या. आता एक करा, सगळा स्टाफ जो आहे ना तो घ्या तिथे, अधिक माणसं घ्या, वायरलेसला कॉल करा तिथं आणि गांधी टेकडी टोटली कॉम्बिंग करून घ्यायची. मी थोड्याच वेळात येतो इथं.
देवेश, तुम्ही दोघे जण नक्की कुठे बसला होतात? ती जरा जागा दाखवा पाहू.
हो सर, दाखवतो ना सर. सर बघा, आम्ही इथे बसलो होतो सर.
इथे या ठिकाणी? हो सर. नक्की?
हो सर.
बरं ते दोघे जण कुठून आले?
सर एक या बाजून आला आणि एक असा या साईडने गेला.
पगडे साहेब, मला वाटतं तिथे पाऊस येऊन गेलेला आहे, त्यामुळे इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन व्हॅनला बोलवून काही उपयोग होणार नाही. पंच कुठे आहेत? हे फिर्यादी जे सांगतायत की ते दोघे ज्या ठिकाणी बसले होते ती ही जागा आहे. आपण पंचनामा तयार करतोय.
हे पहा, सकाळी रॉबरी झालेली आहे आणि 2 आरोपीने एका जोडप्याला गांधी टेकडीमध्ये लुटलेला आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये त्याची वर्णन असे आहेत की एक लंबू आहे, 5 फूट 9 इंच, काळा रंगाचा आहे, मजबूत बांधा आहे आणि त्याच्या डोळ्याखाली एक माराची वण आहे, त्यांनी टोपी घातलेली आहे. आणि अशा आरोपीला, आणि दुसरा जो आरोपी आहे तोही स्ट्रॉंग आहे, 5 फूट 6 इंच आहे, तोही स्ट्रॉंग बिल्ट आहे, काळा सावळा आहे तिथे. तर ह्या 2 आरोपींना ते खाली वरती जी रॉबरी केलेली आहे ते खाली येण्याची शक्यता आहे. देवीपाड्यात जातील, पाड्यामध्ये जातील किंवा नॅशनलच्या जंगलामध्ये जातील. तर आपण सगळ्यांनी ताबडतोब कॉम्बिंग करायचं.
बघा, हे आमच्या रेकॉर्डवरचे सर्व आरोपी आहेत, रॉबरीचे आरोपी आहेत सर्व. तुम्ही तिथे जसं झालं, तिथे जो तुमचा प्रसंग झाला तर त्याच्यावर कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन करा तुम्ही, आणि इकडे डायरेक्ट बघू ना. एक कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन मनामध्ये तिथे तुम्ही बघितला कसा दिसला तुम्ही. मी तुम्हाला फोटो एक दाखवतो आणि त्याप्रमाणे तुम्ही बघा. हा बघा.
नाही सर.
हा बघा. हा, त्यामुळे वर्णन कराल का तुम्ही? मग त्यावरून आपण रेखाचित्र काढूया त्याचं. चला आपण रेखाचित्र काढूया.
बघा, पहिलं तुम्हाला ती घटना आठवा आणि जो समोर आरोपी जो होता, तुम्ही जो त्यावेळी तुम्हाला जो हे प्रकार घडला त्यावेळी जो आरोपी होता त्याचं वर्णन व्यवस्थित सांगा मला, म्हणजे जेणेकरून तुम्हाला मी काढीन आणि त्याप्रमाणे दाखवेल तुम्हाला.
तर तेच लेटर इथं आलेलं आहे कंपनीकडून. ज्याच्याकडे मोबाईल आहे त्याचं लोकेशन या ठिकाणी मिळाले.
मिस्टर विनायक जोशी?
हो, मीच विनायक जोशी.
विनायक जोशी, मी पोलीस इन्स्पेक्टर भोसले, कस्तुरबा मार्ग पोलीस स्टेशनवरून आलो. IMEI नंबरवरून आम्ही तुमचा हा पत्ता ट्रेस केलेला आहे.
साहेब, हा माझा मोबाईल, याचा नंबर आहे 9821940621.
असं? मिस्टर जोशी, हा बघा IMEI नंबर.
बरोबर.
आणि ह्या प्रिंटआउटमध्ये पहा. तुम्ही खरं सांगाल मिस्टर जोशी की हा मोबाईल तुमच्याकडे आला कसा काय?
साहेब, कालच मी पूनमचंद ज्वेलर्स म्हणून आहेत, त्यांच्याकडून मी विकत घेतलेला आहे. सेठ नमस्कार. ये मेरे दोस्त है राजेश साहनी.
नमस्कार सेठ.
नमस्कार. ये मोबाइल मेरे को आपने कितने में बेचा था? 5,000 में बेचा था. देखा, आपको गलत लग रहा है, मैं झूठ बोल रहा हूँ करके.
सेठ, इस मोबाइल की कीमत सिर्फ 3,000 रुपये है. आपने इसको उल्लू बना दिया.
इसका मार्केटिंग रेट तो 10,000 रुपये है.
अगर मार्केटिंग रेट 10,000 रुपये है तो आपने इसको 5,000 में कैसे क्या बेचा?
हाँ, दोस्ती है मेरे.
सेठ, आपने बराबर पहचाना. मैं इंस्पेक्टर भोसले, कस्तूरबा मार्ग पुलिस स्टेशन. ये मेरा आइडेंटिटी कार्ड है. बैठना वगैरह सब बाद में, लेकिन आपने चोरी का मोबाइल इस आदमी को बेच के गुनाह किया है, इसके लिए मैं इंडियन पिनल कोड 411 में आपको अरेस्ट कर रहा हूँ।
छोकरा लोग आता है मेरे पास।
कैसे दिखता था वो?
कालिया का है।
हाँ।
एक का जरा बाल कम है।
हाँ।
और उसके गले में चांदी का लॉकेट है।
हाँ।
आते हैं कभी कभी।
कोई लड़का ऐसा टोपी पहनता है?
हाँ साहब, बराबर वही।
अच्छा, वो ठेंगना है थोड़ा सा?
हाँ वही है।
और वो काला जैसा लड़का वो थोड़ा आदिवासी टाइप है?
हाँ सर, बराबर वही दोनों आदमी मिले।
कहाँ मिलेंगे वो दोनों?
अभी 4 बजे आने वाले हैं। हाँ, वो दोनों जब भी अंदर आएंगे मेरे पास, तभी मैं मेरे गले की माला ऐसे हिला के बताऊंगा, तभी आप समझ जाना कि वो दोनों आ गए।
अच्छा, गले की माला आप सीधा करोगे तो हम समझ जाएंगे। ठीक है।
क्या फिर ऐसा धंधा बन गया तुम्हारा? हाँ, ठीक चल रहा है।
सर निकालो जल्दी, जाओ क्या?
पुलिस है, पुलिस है, हेलमेट काढ्या। बहुत हो गया जरा नाटक, चुपचाप खडा नाही जरा। मांडवकर लवकर या, इकडे या, पुढे या, तुला ताब्यात घ्या।
कुटुंबाचं पालन पोषण कसं करतो तू? काय करतो यासाठी?
काय सर, काय असं
चोऱ्या माऱ्या करून उपजीविका करता का तुम्ही?
नाही सर,
मग? नाही, हा गुन्हा कसा केला मग तू? का कशासाठी केला हा गुन्हा?
ते नशा पाणीचं आहे सर.
कोण होतं तुझ्या बरोबर? आणखी जोडीदार कोण?
तो ढक्कन आहे सर, ढक्कन.
तो ढक्कन काय करतो?
काय नाही सर, त्याला नोकरी वगैरे काय नाही सर.
तसं आपल्याला तो कॉपरेट करतोय, पण अजून बाकीचं जर मुद्देमाल बद्दल
नाही, आणखीन काय केलं तू मग? आणखीन काय केलं लवकर सांग. तुला थांबा तिथे आमच्याकडून सहकार्य पाहिजे असेल तर सगळं कबूल केलं पाहिजे ते.
काय नाही सर केलं मी.
अजून काय केलं
काय
नाही?
नाही सर, काय नाही केलं.
तू गुन्हा केला, तू कबूल केलाय ना? गुन्हा केलाय तो.
हो सर.
त्या गुन्ह्यात आणखीन जी प्रॉपर्टी गेली तिचं काय झालं?
त्याचे मोबाईल आणि ते चेन होत्या.
अरे हा मोबाईल तू सांगितलं, पण ते बाकी सोनं बिना बांगड्या त्याचं काय?
हा सर, त्या 2 चेन होत्या, अंगठी होत्या आणि बांगड्या होत्या 2.
अरे वा,
त्या पूनमच्या ज्वेलरला दिल्या साहेब आम्ही.
शबाद चांगलं दिली, माहिती दिली त्यांनी चांगली.
हो सर, दिल्या साहेब.
एक मिनिट, काय झालं साहेब की मोबाईल आपण पूनमच्या ज्वेलर्स कडनं घेतलेला आहे,
बरोबर,
परंतु बांगडे आणि बाकीचे दागिने ते तुमच्या समोर आल्यानंतर त्यांनी
नाही, पण तू आता सांगतो ना आपल्याला. आता एक काम करा, 27चा पंचनामा करा, त्याला घेऊन जाऊन बरोबर आणि रिकव्हरी करा त्यांच्याकडून. आणि असे चोरीचे माल घेणारे त्यांना सोडू नका अजिबात. 411 कलमाप्रमाणे त्याच्यावर कारवाई करा.
नाही, तुमचा मोबाईल आणि सोन्याचे दागिने आम्ही हस्तगत केलेले आहेत. हो, त्यासाठी आपल्याला एक महानगर दंडाधिकाऱ्यांच्या न्यायालयामध्ये रिटर्न ऑफ प्रॉपर्टीसाठी अर्ज करावा लागेल. नाही हो, पोलीस स्टेशनला ओळखपट होत नाही. माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालयाचे आदेश आहेत त्याप्रमाणे एसईओ समोरच ठाणे जेलमध्ये आपल्याला ओळखपट घ्यावी लागेल.
या मॅडम. देवेश बसा तुम्ही, 1 मिनिट. मॅडम.
हां सर.
प्रथम या. देवेश. हे पहा वनिता मॅडम, तुम्हाला या उभ्याच्या इस्मापैकी पुण्यातील आरोपीला ओळखायचं आहे. तुम्ही ओळखू शकाल का?
हो, नक्की ओळखेन ना.
चला ओळखा.
साहेब, हाच तो. त्यानेच आमचे दागिने लुटले साहेब. ह्याने चाकूचा धाक दाखवला साहेब आम्हाला.
या. देवेश.
as a top speaker, but I am not a top speaker. I am a simple police officer. I was senior inspector of police and now I am a senior citizen of public. I will start with my first case. When I was on station house duty in 1975, in the morning, one Dr. Mahendra Patel came at about 8 a.m. and told that his 2 servants have committed theft and they are now missing. I registered his FIR under section 381 IPC because they were servants, and I started inquiry. I visited the doctor's dispensary. In the dispensary, I found there was a note. His servants had put up a note and told, and in the note it was written that we are going to Pakistan. Don't search for us. Then we tried to trace the relative. One of the relatives was traced at Kalyan and he was asked about the address. Then he told that they might have gone to the Uttar Pradesh. Then I, along with 2 constables, visited the Depot district Azamgarh, and I took assistance of 2 policemen during night and arrested those 2 persons within 2 days and recovered entire cash. That was my first case. I have categorized them as follows. First police officer is non-corrupt. Whether anybody has seen non-corrupt police officer? You? No. I have also not seen. I have seen. About non-corrupt officer, I will tell one joke. One foreigner comes, he stays at Taj Mahal Hotel. Then he called guide and he asked that guy to show me zoo, Baikala. Then he took that foreigner to the Baikala zoo. Then that guide show tiger, lion, and lastly, in cage, one person is found. So why that person is in prison? Only he is honest and not corrupt. Second category, average corrupt. Average corrupt means जो देगा भी भला, नहीं देगा भी भला. Third, shamelessly corrupt. And he will demand money. Without money, he will not go home. He will not be taken to the home by his wife. He has to demand money, and without taking money, he will not go home. That is shamelessly corrupt officer. When person comes to lodge a complaint, he looks at that person as a bakra hai, so paisa katunga. And fourth person is a drunkard. There are few police officers who drinks and attend station house duty. Then you know it is very difficult to lodge the complaint. You have to complain to the police commissioner that your officer is on duty, take him to the hospital. Next is Daklu police officer. He doesn't want to work. Next is sick, always sick. He will take your complaint and he will go, after registering a FIR, he will go to his native place. After 1 month, there is no progress. These type of officers are there. Some are absentee. Some are gambler. On duty, they will make a diary entry, left for inquiry, and they will visit the club and they will play cards there. Some are having habit of attending race, and फिर race में हार जाते, फिर public का क्या हाल है? I am not telling that. Some are womanizer. I will give only one example. One senior inspector was there at Vikhroli police station. He was having 4 wives. In those days there was no mobile. So he had named them Lagmanchi Baikoti Zone 1, next number 2 Zone 2, Zone 3 like wives of name. So he already was knowing which Zone 4 means he is at Srirampur. Zone 3 means Vashi. Now we will go to FIR. FIR means first information report. First information, when you go to the police station and you disclose your facts of the case, the police officer is scrutinizing your complaint. he is supposed to scrutinize whether it is a cognizable offence or non-cognizable offence. Cognizable offence means in which police has got power to arrest that person. In these serious cases are there. There are also many non-cognizable cases. Mostly non-cognizable cases are reported in which police has no power to take action. They can't arrest you. And if any non-cognizable police call you, you can refuse straightway. If someone is assaulted by fist and blows, it is a non-cognizable matter. If weapon is used, bleeding injury, then it is an offence of 324, 325 as per the gravity of the injuries. But the people expect that in non-cognizable also police must take action. But police have no power. They just write NC and refer to the court. That is called as a non-cognizable complaint under 155 CRPC. Now, where to lodge the complaint? Obviously, police station. When you are lodging the complaint, the police officer are reluctant to take your complaint because senior officer thinks if I register this crime, my crime will increase in my section and commissioner will ask me, you have no control. So this is one of the reasons police are not registering FIR. Secondly, whenever public come to lodge the complaint, the officer is not interested in lodging the complaint and he raised the dispute of jurisdiction. Jurisdiction issue is from ancient period. Police is tossing and shuttling the complaint from here to there. I will give example of one case. One John Ibrahim, resident of Bahrain. When he was in Bahrain, he saw on his mobile one SMS that your account has been debited for rupees 6 lakhs. He got shocked. Then he inquired on telephone. Then it was told that by the manager that you had only sent the mail and we have transferred the amount. Then manager requested him to come to India and lodge the complaint. He came to India to lodge the complaint, and he is staying at Lokhandwala complex. Below his house there is a HDFC bank. He went to the bank to withdraw the money. The manager was known to him. Manager told, how are you? When you came from America? Oh no, I have not gone to America. You have sent me mail that you are transfer my money and 7 lakhs has been withdrawn. That person literally got giddiness. 6 lakhs from one bank, 7 lakhs from another bank, 13 lakhs. That money was kept for his daughter's marriage. Then he went to the Warsaw police station to lodge the complaint. Warsaw police station told him that this is not our jurisdiction. This crime this is cyber crime. You go to the cyber police station. Then he visited cyber police station. In cyber police station, an application was taken and he was asked to come after some days. After 1 month, he came by flight to India, went to cyber police station. What happened to my complaint? Not yet registered. And there is no cyber officer told that they are sending his complaint back to Warsaw. He got scared and he saw senior officer there. He said, please investigate and recover my money. Then finally he went to the bank. Bank told, unless you register the FIR, we will not give your compensation. Then he again went to Warsaw police station. Warsaw police station told, your complaint has not reached here. Then again cyber police station. Literally he was coming to both these police stations for 1 year and no case was registered. While I was attached to Ghatkovar police station, in 1976, there was a boundary of Bhandup police station and Ghatkovar police station. Imagine a line from the hill. On the hill there is a lamp. For the airplane purpose, they have put one lamp. From that lamp to Lasan Tugro, there was an imaginary boundary. From this side, Bhandup, this side, Ghatkovar. One day, one woman was found murdered on the hill of Ghatkovar. So Bhandup police station came and they told, this is in the jurisdiction of Ghatkovar. Ghatkovar duty officer came, this is the jurisdiction of Bhandup. both officers started fighting with each other. And this matter was, as it is a murder, wireless was going on. By hearing this wireless and dispute, ACP, then the ACP Jal Bijal came there. Then he saw entire place. He saw at one place one ash was there, rock was there. Then he called Havaldar, what is this? Why this ash is here? He told, sir, रात को दारू का भट्टी लगता है. हाँ, ठीक है बेटे. He called another Havaldar, ये हफ्ता कौन लेता है? बोले भांडू बोल ले, चलो भांडू तुम लो. माल खाए मदरे नाच करे बंदा. This was to in Ghatkot police station. There was no Pantanagar police station. There was no Vikrodi Passat. This police station have come afterward. About 50-60 NC complaint used to come. Just, what is your complaint? Right. Next, so we used to ask them to line up in a queue. So one Shinde was on duty. One person come hurriedly and stood before duty officer like this. What happened? Sir, I was slapped. Go. Stand outside. Your number is 20th. After 20th number, half an hour he came. What happened? Sir, 4 hours came, one slapped, one fired and took my case. Well, why you did not tell early? Well, you did not listen. I told you tell about only a slap. So, nobody asked this, what has happened, what is the seriousness. But fortunately, somebody, that neighboring shopkeeper, telephoned to the police, and that wireless had already apprehended that accused. Here, no complaint was registered yet that time. There are 2 shifts in police, morning shift, night shift. The morning shift officer come and at the time of completion of duty, he avoids to take complaint, because if his complaint is taken, then he has to see roll night. So one day, one complaint came at police station, Ghatkot police station. Night officer was already there. Hey, your party, chalo tum le lo. Like that, there was some sorting was going on. The officer came. One person came. That time officer saw, अरे 8 बज गए, ये तुम्हारा पार्टी. दूसरा officer, no, अभी तक 8 बजना बाकी, ये तुम्हारा पार्टी. And they started quarreling. When 8 was there, that stroke was there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So the officer told already 2-3 strokes were happened. So 8 o'clock was there. No, but after 8 strokes, 8 o'clock is there. And like that, they started fighting. Then finally they went to the senior PI, senior inspector toss किया, जो हार गया बोले तुम ले लो कंप्लेंट. FIR सब लोग सच नहीं देते, कोई लोग झूठ भी देते FIR. और पुलिस स्टेशन में जाके कोई FIR होता नहीं. आपको ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ का इंसिडेंट हो गया, अपन पुलिस स्टेशन में जाएंगे, पुलिस वेलकम करेंगे, इमीडिएटली लाइक यू आर सीन द फिल्म, तुम्हारा कंप्लेंट क्या है, FIR, ऐसा होता नहीं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम जुरिडिक्शन, the police officer never takes FIR. Off the record, बोलता हूँ मैं. In police station there is a one rough book, ADO book. When small offences are taking place, they are taking name and address and go home. Person come, what about my FIR, copy of FIR? They never give copy of FIR to him because they have not registered the FIR. So why they will give the copy? FIR is always given to the station officer. FIR is not given on oath. शपथ घेतली जात नाही. The duty officer reduces your complaint into writing. He takes your signature. Copy is given. If the copy is not given, you should ask for the copy under 154(2). If still he is not registering the case and avoiding you, you go to the Deputy Commissioner of Police or Superintendent of Police and give his complaint. If the FIR is false, action can be taken under the against the complaint under section 182 and 211 IPC. The FIR can be lodged by anybody. Even accused accused come to the police station and lodge complaint. Even gangster can lodge the FIR. In Sesharport, there was a firing and dreaded gangster Ashwin Naik was shot at in his head. He was admitted and his FIR was taken. All FIRs are not charge sheeted. If the accused is not arrested, if the property is not recovered, police classify it as a summary. That is not in CRPC, that is in High Court manual. A summary means true but undetected. If complaint is giving false complaint, investigation revealed that this complaint is false, then complainant can be prosecuted with that case will be summary with prosecution. If the accused is complaint is not to be arrested, then B summary without prosecution, depend upon the circumstance of the case. Suppose if you go to the police station and you are detained on false charge, your neighbor may lodge false complaint and you are detained at the police station, and if offence is bailable, it is a duty of the police officer to release on bail. But they never tell you, they arrest you and keep तसेच ठेवून देतात. Whenever person is arrested, the duty officer is supposed to tell him the reason why he was arrested. And after the arrest, you are having accused has the right to inform his relatives. Whenever person is arrested, we are supposed to take him to the magistrate within 24 hours. Police can't force you to give statement. Admit this. You have got right of silence. You can also, you have also right to keep advocate with you at the time of interrogation. Police is not supposed to handcuff you at the police station. कोणाला पकडलं की त्याला आतमध्ये बीड लावून ठेवून देत. They are not supposed to handcuff you at the police station. If they want to handcuff and the accused is dangerous, they are required to take magistrate permission for handcuffing. Third degree is not at all permitted. If the complainant is woman or a child below 15 years or old person, duty officer is supposed to go to, as per the latest amendment, go to the house of the complainant, record his FIR at his house. When you go to the police station for lodging FIR, it is your duty, it is your right to get the copy. FIR is a public document. Accused did not get the copy, his advocate has to apply to the court for getting the copy. Unless he gets the copy, he can't prepare for bail. What can be done if the FIR is not registered? Police will let me FIR here. Then you have got option to go to their superiors, and you have also got option to go to the court. Magistrate take cognizance in two ways. 202 CRPC means he send your complaint for preliminary verification to the police. And then police has to inquire whether there is a prima facie case or not. If the prima facie case is there, police send the report to the court and their court orders to register the case. Sometimes if the case is genuine and serious, court orders under 156(3) to register FIR and investigate. FIR should be given in time. If delay is there, evidence will not be there and there is investigation, nothing will come out and police will close your case. There is a landmark judgment, Lalita Kumari versus Government of Uttar Pradesh, in which Supreme Court has given direction after preliminary inquiries, FIR must be registered. Registration of FIR is mandatory. Your FIR can be quashed in matrimonial cases or certain cases. If we found, if the complainant or victim persons come to know that it is a false case, he can go to the High Court under section 482, file an application, and court can quash the FIR. All FIRs are not taken at the police station. Sometimes you are required to go to a crime bench also. Sometimes you are required to go to the CBI also.